Hi, welcome to Swatch On, Swatch Off. Instead of a podcast, today I'm going to show you how to work this lovely lacy stitch pattern. So I call it butterfly lace because the open bits between the patterns look really much like butterfly leaves. The yarn that you see here is a linen lace weight. It's called Lina, and it's by Universal Yarns, or Fibra Natura actually. But I'm going to be using mercerized cotton instead, just because the linen is a little bit too thin. Okay, so I'm going to start first with my adjustable loop on my hook, and I'm going to chain chain 3, and then I'm going to work a foundation single crochet in that loop. So I'm going to lift up a loop, chain 1, and then yarn over and pull through 2. So that's one foundation single crochet. Then I'm going to go under 2 strands of that chain 1 that I did. Pull yarn over and pull up a loop. I have 2 loops on the hook, chain 1, and then yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, always go through, well, some people go through 1 strand at the bottom of that extra chain, but I prefer going through 2 strands. Yarn over and chain 1 and pull up a loop. So for those of you who have seen my videos before, you might think things seem a little strange or off, and the reason is I recorded this video originally in Spanish and I'm just overdubbing it with English instructions. So my instructions might not always quite line up with what's going on in the video. I'll try my best. Okay, so for this stitch pattern, you need a multiple of 8 stitches plus 3 more to kind of balance out the other side for symmetry. Continue working foundation single crochet, yarn chain 1. I like foundation single crochet because the bottom edge looks like the top edge basically. It's slightly bit different when you go under the 2 strands. Sometimes it's a struggle working with fine yarn like this. Okay, make sure when you pull up a loop that you keep it quite loose. That keeps a stretchy edge. Okay, so I'm going to go under 2 strands, yarn over, pull up a loop, stretch it out quite loose, chain 1, yarn over and pull through 2. And there is another foundation single crochet. Okay, a couple more times. All right, I'm just going to count to make sure I have a multiple of 8 plus 3. And I don't think so. Oh, see, I am showing again the comparison between the top row and the bottom row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so obviously I need to do a few more of these. So here we go. I'm not a famous YouTuber by any stretch of the imagination, but here on Swatch On, Swatch Off, I normally do podcasts, although I haven't been doing it for quite a while. And I also do tutorials under my other label, Crochet University. I haven't quite sure what to do with the branding. I'm not a YouTuber superstar, so I'm pretty laid back about all of that kind of stuff. All right, so still have a few more to go. Let's speed it up. All right. There is my multiple of 8 plus 3. So now we're going to chain 4 as the turning chain, which won't be intuitive. Some of you will think I should have changed 3, but I'll explain why I didn't. Skip the first stitch and then work a double crochet and another double crochet. Next, we're going to work a love knot or a Solomon's knot. So we lengthen the loop on the hook about the height of a double crochet. US terms, UK that would be a treble. So that's about the height of the double crochet. So that strand that comes off the working yarn, you're going to pinch it between your thumb and your other finger. Then you're going to pull up a loop and pull through, and then you go behind that strand you've been pinching and draw up another loop through those 2. Okay, now we're going to combine the Solomon's knot with a slip stitch. So we'll skip 2 stitches on the base row, insert your hook, draw up a loop through the fabric, and right away through both loops on your hook. So that's a love knot slip stitch combination. Now we're going to do a love knot double crochet combination. I'm pinching that yarn, reach behind that strand, and excuse me, pull up a loop, and you have 2 strands. Now we're going to combine it with a double crochet. So we'll skip 2 stitches on the base row. We'll yarn over. I'm using my index finger there as a break to keep my love knot from falling apart. Skip 2, yarn over. Go in that third one under both strands, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now yarn over and pull through the first 2. And yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And that's your love knot combined with a double crochet. Now we'll work 2 double crochets. Remember, in the UK that's 2 trebles. And we'll repeat those love knots, or another word is Solomon's knot. And these are going to be, this first one is going to be combined with a slip stitch. So pull up a loop, pinch the strand, go behind the strand and pull up another loop, skip 2 stitches, slip stitch in the next, and right away through the love knot strands. Lengthen that loop to the height of a double crochet, go underneath that strand, pull up another loop, and get ready to combine that love knot or Solomon's knot with the next double crochet. Skip 2, insert the hook, drop a loop, yarn over, go through 2, and yarn over, go through all 3. And that's the love knot double crochet combo. And then end with 2 more double crochet stitches. Oh, I forgot to say, at the end here we want to end with an extended double crochet. This is to match the chain 4 on the other side. So we're going to insert the hook, yarn up, pull up a loop, chain 1, and now finish the double crochet or the UK treble as usual. And that lengthens that side edge stitch a little bit more. There's a reason, I'll go through that later on. Chain 1 to turn the row. Don't skip any stitches. And here we go. Do a single crochet in the first stitch. Chain 1, skip 1 double crochet, and do a single crochet in the next stitch. Now we're going to do a love knot that is not attached to any other stitch. So this is a single love knot or a single Solomon's knot. Go under that strand, pull up a loop. So now we have 2 loops. Take yarn and go through both, and that seals off the love knot. Now we're going to make another one, but we are going to attach it to a single crochet. Stretch the loop open, pinch the yarn, yarn over, go under that extra strand at the back, pull up a loop, break with the index finger, hold the yarn in place, insert the hook, after all, you skip both of those other love knots. Go in that first double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. And you can see there that the 2 love knots have been joined. Well, sorry, a series of 2 love knots. Then chain 1, skip a stitch, and do a single crochet. Okay, now we'll do a lone Solomon's knot or a lone love knot. Go under that back strand, pull up a loop, yarn over and go through 2. And then we'll do a love knot combined with a single crochet. Yarn, loosen up, pull up a loop, go under that strand, pull up another loop, put your breaks on, skip the 2 love knots from the previous row, and complete a single crochet in that first double crochet, pulling through all strands. Then chain 1, skip a double crochet, and work a single crochet into the top of that chain 4 turning chain. Make sure you go under 2 strands when you work into that turning chain. All right, so now you can see that there are some gaps created by the chain 4 and the extended double crochet. And the reason for this, when I first made it in the linen, I didn't do that. I used chain 3s and regular double crochets on the far end. And what I found was that the edges started pulling in, and the rest of the lace was really, really flexible. The middle columns of stitches, but not the edges, so I ended up with that weird shape. So by working chain 4s and extended double crochets, I was able to keep the edges from curving. I did another swatch which I already ripped out, so you can't see it. But believe me, it does work. Okay, so chain 4. And then there was a chain space that we made on the previous row, so just work a double crochet into it. And then a double crochet into the next single crochet. And now we're at the lace. So we're going to make a Solomon's knot, and we're going to slip stitch it into the middle knot of the 2 Solomon knots below it. Okay, so let's extend, go behind the strand and get 2 strands on the hook, put the breaks on, go into that Solomon's knot under 2 or 3 strands. Depending on how sharp your hook is, you'll see if you can get 2 or 3. And then yarn over, pull a loop through all loops on your hook. And that's the join. And now we'll do another Solomon's knot. And we'll join it with a double crochet in that first single crochet after the lace opening panel. Or the lace panel. Or open lace panel. I'm getting confused here. Anyway, okay, there was a chain space there, and we worked a double crochet into it. And then we worked another double crochet into the next single crochet. All right, another love knot. Pull up a strand in behind. Go into the previous love knot under 2 strands and slip stitch through everything. Extend the loop. Pinch the working yarn. Yarn over, go under that strand and take another yarn over. Pull up a loop, yarn over. Go into that first single crochet past the lace panel and work a double crochet combo, tie off the Solomon's knot. There's a chain space, do a double crochet into it, and then an extended double crochet into that last stitch. Yarn over through 1, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And you've made your first butterfly. Once you block the piece that you've worked with, the lace will really open up and the butterfly strands will even out. Okay, let's do another row. Chain 1 to turn, work a single crochet into the first stitch, chain 1 for a chain space, skip 1, single crochet into the next double crochet. extend to make a Solomon's knot, independent one or a lone one, extend, make another one, and this time complete a single crochet past the lace openings into that first double crochet. Take the yarn and pass it through all the strands. Chain one and skip a stitch, single crochet into the next stitch. Now it's another lace panel. Yarn over, pull up a loop in that strand, pull up a loop through two, extend, pinch, yarn over, pull up a loop in that back strand, insert the hook into the next double crochet by skipping past the lace panel, yarn over and pull up one loop, yarn over, pull through all three to tie that Solomon's knot together with the single crochet. Chain one, skip a stitch and work a single crochet into the top of the chain 4 turning chain. Make sure you go under 2 strands. Okay, so that's the bottom half of a butterfly. Now we'll chain 4 and we'll make the top half of this butterfly, and I think that'll be all. So we'll work a double crochet into that chain space and a double crochet into the next single crochet. We'll make a love knot or a Solomon's knot, and we'll slip stitch it together into the body of the butterfly, kind of in that middle knot. Yarn over, pull through everything, make another love knot, yarn over to join it with a double crochet in the next single crochet. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 3. Work a double crochet in the chain stitch and a double crochet in the next chain stitch. So please post your progress on Instagram, and you can tag me, the @ symbol Mr. Voth. Mr. is spelled out MISTRERVOTH. And or on Facebook, find me, Charles Voth Designs, or and tag me there. And just, I'd love to see what you make with this lace. It's great for a shrug, for a stole, maybe for a summer evening. You could put beads in some of the stitches or in the bodies of the butterfly. All sorts of things that you could try and do. There you can see in the lace columns, you can see 2 butterflies have formed. All right, so yeah, I'd really like to see what you make with it. I've been posting stitch patterns for quite a while, and I never see anybody using them, so either people don't like them or they forget where they found it. But I'd really like to see how you try using this butterfly lace and see what kind of project you use it with. Maybe use it with a fuzzy yarn and make a blanket. I don't know. Maybe it would be perfect for a christening gown or a christening blanket. All sorts of projects. Just let me know. Thanks for watching. Swatch on, swatch off.